This is the Marvel Legends Thor Ragnarok, the Mighty Thor, Jane Foster as the Mighty Thor. The figure is part of the 2017 Thor Ragnarok Hulk Build-A-Figure wave of figures. Got Hulk, Loki, Hela, Jane Foster as Thor, the Odinson, and Ares. Each one has a piece to build the Hulk, Gladiator Hulk, I suppose, in the new Thor Ragnarok movie. And it is fantastic! Quite possibly one of the figures I was very, very anxious to get in this particular wave of Marvel Legends figures. And I've been reading up on the comic books, and I absolutely love the Jane Foster Mighty Thor. I'm collecting the comic book since last year, and even before the Secret Wars came in, I already fell in love with this character. And the figure, wow, it came out great. I don't have the San Diego Comic Convention exclusive box set, but I hear it's a relatively very similar figure, if not the exact same figure. So here is Jane Foster Thor with the Odinson as Thor. And as you can see, I don't know if the scale is different. Probably is, but this one scales perfectly in the Marvel Legends, in Marvel Universe, in the 6-inch scale figures in the Marvel Universe that Hasbro has come with. And she, for some reason, I think the scale, I'm pretty happy with the scale. But as you can see, I was really expecting it to be a little bit bigger, like up to here. I think that would have scaled better. Also, if you notice, it's the same Mjolnir, but apparently for Jane Foster, Mjolnir shrunk. I can totally understand why Hasbro had to shift that. It's to balance the accessory scale with the figure, and I don't know what was behind that, but I was under the impression Mjolnir did not change in size. Now, here is another figure I thought would have been made like use some parts of the Jane Foster Thor, is the She-Hulk. I thought they would use a little bit, not entirely the entire She-Hulk mold, but some parts of She-Hulk, or at least make the figure almost the same scale as She-Hulk, because in the comic books she's pretty tall. She's, I think, taller than Falcon or Captain America, something like that. I don't know if it's just the way that she's drawn on the panels, but I have the impression that she's actually taller than most superheroes, because she is Thor, and besides She-Hulk, she looks a little bit short. Maybe if she were a little bit like this, and they could have made the hammer just a tad bit bigger, I think that would have been an absolutely perfect scale. As it is, the scale is good enough. I'm not complaining too much about it. Okay, and just for comparison, here she is with the 3.75-inch Marvel Universe Jane Foster Thor, and some of the details are similar. I think this is still more comic book accurate. This one's pretty accurate too, and it's funny. One hand is always a gripping hand, and the other one is always a fist. Don't know why that is. This one I can understand, because they're limited to whatever this is. They have budget on this one, but this one is a Legends figure, and I was thinking maybe they'd give her an extra pair of hands. Maybe I don't know, an unmasked head, that would have been great, but they didn't. So as it is, it's still great. I'm very happy. Maybe I'm a little too biased about the figure, but I'm really happy with it. She comes with the left leg of Gladiator Hulk, and the harness, or the shoulder pad, shoulder armor. We'll do that. We'll fix everything once we reviewed every single figure in the wave. So very, very nice. Let's talk about details and paint apps. Overall, I thought it was great. The cape seems bland. It's just a dark red soft PVC material, a little bit glossy. I wish they could have put a little bit more darker wash on it, but that's okay. The Mjolnir, a little bit smaller than the original. Head sculpt, wow, came out fantastic. I absolutely love it. The hair sculpt, not hindering articulation whatsoever. The cape, again, is removable. If at all I'm going to comment negatively on this figure, it's the cape again. I wish they would invest in a flared peg, because this thing is, again, as loose as heck. Look at that. It will automatically fall off when you're trying to play with these figures, and I guess you can put nail polish or floor polish, whatever, or maybe super glue it. I mean, she's always with a cape anyway. So it kind of sucks that they have not figured that one out. They tried to do it with the Odinson, with the Thor Ragnarok figure with the clips on it, but or Loki, it's just not working. I wish someday they'd figure that one out. Okay, she's got a waist cape that's a separate piece. I'm sure you can absolutely remove this once you take off, you disassemble her, but it's a separate piece. Well done, Hasbro. A little bit of a gloss wash there. I don't know why. Should have been a dark wash. And these soft PVC material, they're looking as good as the Star Wars Black Series figures. So very, very nice. Detail of the boots, no wash, no weathering there. They've put, instead of remolding that whole boot assembly, they've made a cuff or like a small anklet, whatever, for the wings of the boots. Oh, not too bad. Great detail on her arm guard right here. Very, very nice. So overall, I am just loving this deal. Even the silver paint apps on her breastplate, chest armor, very nice. The studs, rivets, and ringlets on her waist cape, very, very nice. Absolutely love this figure. Articulation's got a ball jointed neck. That's on a hinge. Ball jointed upper torso, ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, ball hinge elbows. So there's a double swivel. Wish it were a double jointed elbow, but Hasbro says they're working on it. We'll see. But as it is, it's a good 90-degree bend. Ball hinge wrists that go in and out. Same with this one. Not too bad. No waist articulation. Ball jointed hip. But she can't do the splits. Because I think of the sculpt. Let me see. The sculpt of her ass, I think, is preventing her from doing the splits. Yep. That's fine. Don't need to do the splits. Thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. Very nice. Can do a lot of flight poses with that. No calf articulation or swivel. Ball hinge joints. Ball hinge ankles with a rocker joint. So all in all, absolutely pleased with this particular figure. Easily my favorite of this wave of Marvel Legends Thor figures. And yeah, I was really on the fence whether I should get that very super incredibly expensive Thor box set from San Diego Comic-Con, because if you buy it at the convention, it's at a great price, but once it gets here in Manila and in Asia, it's 3 times the price they were selling it in the US, which is absolutely ridiculous. I was not going to purchase that, but the price goes down a bit, I might. Who knows? So there you go, folks. All in all, a wonderful figure by Hasbro on the Jane Foster Thor. Wow, there's not much to say, not much to hate about it, especially that I'm very biased with the character. Hope you enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Marvel Legends series, The Mighty Thor. Jane Foster as the Mighty Thor from the Thor Ragnarok wave of Marvel Legends figures, Hulk Build-A-Figure wave. Thanks for watching.